Coming up at 6, London's COVID wards are declared major incident-free. Plus, tonight, Shamima Begum loses her appeal to fight her case in the UK. Now 20. Good evening. Shamima Begum was 15 years old when she left her home in Bethnal Green to join so-called Islamic State in Syria. Today, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously that she will not be allowed to return to the UK to fight for her right to be British. In 2019, the then Home Secretary, Sajid Javid, stripped her of her UK citizenship on security grounds. Well, today's ruling has been welcomed by the government, but Miss Begum's legal team say she's being denied the right to a fair trial. Martin Stew has the latest. OK, Martin, let's talk about next steps. Is Shamima Begum left with any other options now?
Well, not many. She called for a serious case review because you've got to remember it wasn't just Shamima Begum, but 8 for this review to find out exactly.
Martin, thank you. Well, next, it lasted 31 days and cost HS2 around £2 million. But today, the final protester was removed from a network of tunnels near Euston Station. As the final demonstrator was taken from the ground, bailiffs didn't fail to provide a dramatic ending to what has been a month of press attention and ups and downs for them as well. Sam Holder was there for all the action. A couple have been jailed today for the murder of a 39-year-old father in Brixton. City Hall has introduced a new approach to tackle violence in the capital. For the first time ever, a £6 million fund is being invested in individual streets and estates in an effort to help pockets of London prone to violence rather than whole boroughs. One place that is benefiting is the Isle of Dogs in East London, where young people from a few wards often get caught up in postcode rivalries. From there, Ria Chatterjee reports. Now, the effort to eliminate coronavirus in the capital gathered pace today when the mayor took our hospitals out of major incident status. There was movement too in the effort to vaccinate Londoners in an announcement confirming that over 40s will now be able to get the jab. Transport unions, however, raised their voices to express anger that their workers are still not being prioritised for the vaccine. Antoine Allen reports. And you can find out if your borough is one of those falling behind on vaccinations by visiting our website. Just head over to itv.com/London. Now, just over 10 days ago, we introduced you to some of the first people ever to enter quarantine hotels near Heathrow Airport. The ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Charlene. Still to come from us, the all-important weekend weather forecast. But first, some positive news. Pride in London has confirmed it will be returning this year, the annual. But despite the celebrations in September, acceptance for many in the LGBT+ community is still a huge struggle. The capital, however, has provided a safe sanctuary for those who have faced hostility when coming out over the last few decades, and was even a theme featured in Channel 4's It's a Sin. Well, as part of LGBT+ History Month, ITV News has been speaking to one Muslim man who found himself in a similar situation with his own family. Now, though, he thrives in the capital with his own very successful podcast. Love seeing Mia ending that report. To football now, and Chelsea will host Manchester United this weekend at Stamford Bridge in the hope of fighting their way into the top 4 this season. The main headlines in London this evening. Shamima Begum has lost her fight to... Fair to say, spring has finally sprung today. Lovely sunshine all day. Will it be sticking around for the weekend? Here's Aisling with the weather. And finally, swimming the English Channel in normal times is one thing, but training to swim the North Channel from Northern Ireland to Scotland during a pandemic is really quite another. But Lucy Ashdown-Parkes from Surrey wasn't going to let a ban on outdoor swimming stop her from preparing for the cold and rough sea she'll face in September. She's come up with a plan using a dustbin in her back garden to make sure her body is fully prepared for those sub-zero temperatures. Rachel Brown reports. Oh, well, Lucy, a little bit bonkers, but good luck. And that is it. We're back with the latest after ITV News at 10. Coming up, Charlene with the ITV Evening News, but from me and the rest of the London team. Bye-bye.